The dawn seeped through the cafe's expansive windows, painting the wooden floor in amber strips. It was a Tuesday that hushed the world into a gentle pause. The air carried the scent of coffee and pastries, and a child's quiet laugh bubbled up near the back before being smoothed into silence. Ethan sat at the window-side bench, his 2 children nestled beside him. Mila, his younger daughter, had already perched on his lap, her curls tangled against his chest like she sought the safest harbor in the world. Noah, older and still, leaned against folded arms, staring outward with the same thoughtful gaze his mother had passed down, a gaze that tugged at Ethan's heart each time he noticed it. Ethan stirred his hot chocolate listlessly. The coffee had gone cold. 14 months had slipped by since the divorce, marked by school runs, grocery trips, and bedtime stories told in voices that strained to sound steady. He was doing his best, and most days he believed it. But today, surrounded by his children and the warmth of the cafe, he let himself breathe. The door swung open, and she entered with the cautious grace of someone balancing something precious. Sonia was young, perhaps 26 or 7, her blonde hair loosely pinned back beneath a faded blue shirt. Black forearm crutches supported her frame, and beneath her left knee, a sleek mechanical limb met the floor with quiet precision. She moved deliberately, as if she had long since accepted the weight of being noticed. Scanning the room, she paused near Ethan's table. The space at the bench's end beside Noah was spacious enough. She steadied herself, eyes flicking between the spot and Ethan. "Excuse me," she said, voice soft but steady. "Can I sit here?" Ethan looked up, then at the empty chair, then back at her. A moment passed. Mila tilted her head, curiosity sparking in her wide eyes. Then Ethan nodded, rising smoothly. He shifted Mila from his lap, lifted their drinks, and signaled to Noah, who straightened without a word. Together they rearranged the bench-cleared space and angled a chair outward. "Take as much room as you need," Ethan offered. Sonia's posture softened slightly, her expression a mosaic of restrained emotion. She blinked, then smiled, a fragile, grateful curve. "Thank you," she murmured. Mila leaned toward Ethan, whispering, "Daddy, she has a special leg." "It helps me walk," Sonia replied to the child, nodding gently. "It doesn't hurt anymore." Mila nodded solemnly, returning to her drink as the tension dissolved into warmth. They ordered tea, and outside a truck rumbled past. Noah sketched shapes on his cup's condensation. Sonia mentioned moving to the neighborhood, the challenges of finding accessible spots. "Most people don't think about it until they have to," she said simply. Ethan admitted he'd never considered it. She spoke of losing her leg 4 years prior, the accident, the arduous recovery. Walking again, she said, wasn't triumph but negotiation, a recalibration of the world. "Some days feel normal," she said. "Others I reach for what's gone and remember all over again." Ethan's silence spoke volumes. He understood grief's uneven rhythm, even if its shape differed. Noah, who'd listened closely, added, "My mom moved away last year." "That must have been hard," Sonia said. "It's okay," he replied, the words small but heavy. Ethan's chest unclenched a fraction. "Yeah, we are." They lingered, chatting until Mila dozed against Ethan, her hot chocolate untouched. Noah showed Sonia his drawings, rockets, animals, and she praised his rocket as the finest she'd seen on a cafe table, making him laugh. She spoke of her writing, cities, blind spots, and her eyes lit up with each word. When they rose, Noah handed Sonia her crutches without being asked. She studied him, then murmured, "You're a good kid." He flushed, mumbling thanks. At the door, Ethan held it. Sonia paused, turning back. "Thank you," she said, fuller this time. "For the chair and for seeing me." They exchanged numbers, the gesture tentative, uncertain. Life, Ethan knew, arrived unannounced, in ordinary moments, in blue shirts, in questions like, "Can I sit here?" Walking home, Mila asleep on his shoulder and Noah quiet beside him, Ethan reflected. A moved chair, extra space, a shared moment of recognition. These could shift the weight of another's day. People needed to be met as they were, not fixed or pitied, but welcomed. It was true for Sonia, for Noah, for Mila, and for himself. Being okay didn't mean erasing hurt. It meant making space for others, for children, for the self. Sometimes a simple seat at a bench offered profound connection. Sometimes kindness returned quietly, not in grand gestures, but in the gentle assurance that the world could still hold warmth. That compassion persisted. That on an ordinary Tuesday morning in a Maple Street cafe, life still surprised with its tenderness.